I've got 5 minutes to shoot this video and 5 more minutes to get to my gate. I am in Istanbul, Turkey today. And I just wanted to say, by my standards, this channel is blown up. 5 weeks and 16, 17 videos ago, I had like 38 subscribers, maybe 40, maybe 80, maybe 100 views a video. One of them got 20. I think it's still sitting at 20. Suddenly, I have a video that does 1.9 thousand views, and then it jumps to 2,000, then it jumps to 9,000. It's probably gonna hit 10,000 by the time I get internet in a day. On almost every video since then does about 1,000 views to 2,000 views in the first 2 weeks after publishing. So I want to break down 2 pieces. 1, how am I doing this? And 2, the greatest principle I know about how to do this kind of work. So part 1, how the heck did I do that? It's got 2 different parts. 1, I'm using a new vlogging framework. It's 3 simple points, and I'll tell it to you at the end of the video, because that's not really what I wanted to share with you. The main principle is this. I'm not 16, 17 videos in. I'm like 300, 400, 16, 17 videos in. You just can't see it. You just can't see it. And that's why I want to say to the beginning vloggers, the beginning YouTubers, the beginning content creators, keep on your game. Make 100 bad videos. I am so serious. This is like my 3rd main content creation channel. And by the way, the other 3, or 2 out of those 3 have kind of fizzled. I let them go. By the way, if we're just meeting, I'm Ed Oyama. I'm a business coach that makes marketing, especially content marketing, simple for busy people, because you and me, we busy, right? I got a plane to catch right now, right? So yeah, while the 3-point framework is really good, the Think Media's podcast broke down the idea about 2 months ago in episode, I'll tell you at the end. But when I heard that idea, I loved it because it made it gave me an idea on how I can make content my way in a way that was comfortable and authentic to me, that was real, that was easier, and that I could really get behind heart and soul and make a video or 2 or even 3 a week. But that's the real key. Make a video or 2 or 3 a week, or screw the weeks if that's too hard for you, but just focus on getting your next video. But I would say if you're not able to get a video out a week, simplify your workflow. Make a 2-minute video. You're probably thinking of making 10 or 20-minute videos. You're probably thinking of editing like mad. You don't have to. Don't make this harder for yourself until you, as long as humanly possible. Make 100 bad videos and then get around to your fancy pants stuff, because you'll be so solid and so quick with the fundamentals at that point that ideas will just flow out. And back to me, yes, 3rd or 4th channel. I've been at this for probably, not consistently, I probably would have been a lot faster if it was consistent, but I've been at this for about a decade. Oh my gosh, it feels so long, because it is. But I wasn't consistent, and I think I could have done it a lot faster if I focused on consistency. I was hoping to get big hits, but I forgot that you get big hits by just swinging a lot and getting lots of hits. That's how you get a big hit. And actually, that is a perfect segue into my second point. Before I tell you about the second point, I do want to tell you about an exciting thing I'm doing next month. And it doesn't matter when you're watching this video. I am planning to do this for months throughout the rest of 2024 into the beginning of 2025. And if it works, maybe indefinitely, fam. It's pretty exciting. I am doing a free How to Grow Your Small Business small group. And you might think right now, yo, I'm not a business, I'm a content creator, I'm a YouTuber. Do you want to make money from this thing? Then yes. You got to start thinking about yourself like a business, at least a little. Because you got to come up with an offer. You got to come up with something to sell. And by the way, if you don't have an offer yet, comment below. I'd love to workshop one out with you. Maybe in a free strategy call, which maybe we'll still have a link if you sign up for emails or the free small group that I'm going to put in the description link. So hop in there real quick, right? But back to my story. I'm actually on my way to a country called Kyrgyzstan right now. Istanbul, Turkey is not my final destination. I'm on my way to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. I'm helping with a volunteer tech boot camp. So I'm not making videos about that necessarily, but I will be shooting some video in Kyrgyzstan So I'm pretty hype about that. It's a place near and dear to my heart for a billion different reasons. And I just realized a small reason that I don't think about very often is it's where I made my first videos, which you cannot find. Because despite that I believe in leaving your channels, your videos on your channel, I think I just straight up deleted that whole channel, which is sad. But I was doing a leadership development club at a university there, and I started making videos, and they were not, I don't know if they were bad. I think some of my students might be really nice to me and say they were actually pretty good. In my mind, they were not good. I was so awkward. I was shooting with this big old digital SLR camera, an old Canon Rebel T3i, and so overthinking, so nervous when I was on camera, so unnatural, so out of focus, so bad audio. Like there's so many weird things. I was editing in like Windows Movie Maker. Oh my gosh, shout out. Do you remember Windows Movie Maker? Do you still use it? Please don't use it. There's better tools. Comment what you're editing with. And also like, subscribe, all the things if you ain't yet. If you were still here, you get in value. But yeah, Kyrgyzstan. I mean, it doesn't matter where, when. Get your reps in. Put those videos out there. That brings me to my main second point, which is just be freaking kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Don't make this any harder than it is, and don't make it hard for yourself. Why? Because we need you to make content. Istanbul has become like this international hub for basically every destination on this side of the world. Turkish Airlines and the Turkish airport, they're like killing the game out here, fam. And when I see all the different people going to all these different places, I've heard Paris, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, where I'm headed, Frankfurt, like people going all over the place. Each one's beautiful, each one's precious, each place, each person, and you have stories to tell that we need you to tell. You have wisdom to give, even if you're 16, even if you're 20, even if you're, well, I don't know how I feel about 10 and 12-year-olds doing content, to be honest, with parents that support them, with a community that supports them. I could see that working out real well. On the other side of things, I don't want to be straight up pessimistic. I am a dad of 3, so I worry about my kids. But seriously, be kind to yourself. Imagine I wasn't kind to myself back in that first channel days. And then I wouldn't have made any more videos. I would have said, oh, these videos are awful. And I would have given up and I would quit. But instead, I only quit for a year. And I started a little vlog on my personal Instagram about my move to China. And then I moved to the States. And I stopped vlogging. I actually legit stopped all video for a little bit, but I couldn't quit for too long. Wait, where's the water? I was looking for a place to fill my water bottle. Water bottle? Also got to get my steps in. I've been sitting on a plane for like 8 hours. BTW shout out if you know where Kyrgyzstan is. Central Asia, fam. We international. Don't you love YouTube? But imagine if I had done that, then I never would have tried my hand at Instagram when Reels came in from TikTok. And honestly, one regret I have is I wasn't forward thinking enough to give TikTok a try, because everything I was hashing out on Instagram, listen, it wasn't easy. Even though I was getting like 1,000 views on Reels, like first of all, they didn't really create any sales or momentum for the business. They created momentum, but not the kind of momentum that would have been really helpful. So I felt like I didn't have time to learn TikTok. Oh man. But hey, I try not to think too much about that. I try to be kind to myself, because what's the point of being mean to myself about that? Oh, Ed, you're so stupid, you should have done TikTok. Oh yeah, so should have a billion other people. But it's all good. We're here now. I have a YouTube channel that is shot up from 40 subs to like 850, and it's getting like 700 hours of watch time. This is ridiculous. Because I kept making videos one at a time. Be kind to yourself. And here's a practical takeaway on that point. Don't try to make each video like epically better. Just aim for 1% better. You want sustainable content creation habits that you feel like you could keep doing it. James Clear in his book Atomic Habits calls it the minimum viable habit. I encourage you to make the minimum viable content and to really flex that muscle, work that skill at least 100 times. Oh, there's the drinking water. You will get so much better, so much faster, but even more importantly than that, when you're kind to yourself, it makes you so much kinder to everyone around you too. By the way, what episode of the podcast was it? Look for Think Media Podcast episode 328, The New Way of Vlogging. I'll link that in the description at the end. Anyway, you don't have to watch it because in the next video, I'm gonna tell you what the 3 points are, how they've worked the best for me, because I actually don't do them exactly the way that Think Media says I have to be doing them. I'm a little rebel over here. Come hang out in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.